Okay, good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. JP Costier, Platinum Presidential Director, coming to you live from Cape Town. And if you're on the call this evening, welcome. It's great to have you on. This evening is going to be really exciting. We've got a lot of incredible speakers lined up that are going to be sharing a little bit about why they're involved with Manatech, why they're building the business, sort of their experience with the product. So it's going to be a really, really exciting evening. And yes, I do know that the president is doing his speech now at 8 o'clock. But you can always just watch that a little bit later, or I'm sure you'll get lots of replays on that, because honestly, this evening is really, really could potentially change your life if you really take this personally, and if you really decide to really have a good go at the business. Just a little bit about my story before I get started. I got involved in Manatech just over 12 years ago as a student. I was 22 years old at the time, and I was looking for a way to earn an extra income, obviously being a student, and looking for something to do. And I stumbled across these amazing products through a very, very good friend of mine whose mother is a medical doctor, and that got me extremely excited about the potential of what these products can do for people from a health point of view. But what also got me really excited was the opportunity of how I could build a home-based business, working from home, but also being able to do it part-time, where I could actually build a leverage-based income. And I guess for me, that's something that really, has been such a blessing, especially now at the moment, looking at what's happening with this whole lockdown, where we can actually be in business, utilizing your social network, utilizing things like your mobile device, your laptop, and being able to build a business in 26 different countries. I think it's really, really exciting. And I think especially also to be able to have a vehicle like what we do with Manatech, where we can ship product into so many different markets and be able, and have this seamless commission structure, which is just really, really exciting. And I know the speakers this evening are going to share a little bit more about that. And great to see we're just over 220 people on the call this evening. So I'm sure there's a lot more people hopping on. So as mentioned earlier, you're at the right place at the right time. There's never been a better time to look at this as a vehicle. And just in closing, before we go over to the main speakers, I just want to just say a massive thank you to Selwyn Prinsloo, who's my bronze presidential upline, and also to Louis Leone van der Linde as well. So the first person that's going to be sharing it with us this evening is Felicia White, and she's in fact a brand new Gold Executive Director, and I'm sure she's going to share with you a little bit more about her journey with getting involved in Manatech. I remember meeting Felicia, showing her the business presentation the first time, probably about less than a year ago, or almost about a year ago. And she's, I'm sure she's going to share a little bit about her story, but she's obviously was also, run up and being a Rookie of the Year last year in South Africa with Manatech. She's did a commercial pilot's license, so I think I'm really excited to hear, just a little bit about, her story. And so, Felicia, I'm just over to you, and just to, if you can maybe share with us a little bit, your story, why you're building the Manatech business, why you're excited about this. It'll be great. So over to you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, JP, for the opportunity to share on this webinar tonight. Firstly, I would just like to thank my upline, Gary van Aswegen, my presidential upline. For Gary, you and Charmaine, if it wasn't for all your help and support, nothing of this would have been possible. And I'm very, very grateful for JP coming through that morning very early. I think you was driving like very early from Cape Town to meet me in Somerset West. It was in traffic time because I had to get back to Strathspey. But yeah, I'm very grateful. And so they asked me to share why I'm doing Manatech. Honestly, about a year ago, I started out Manatech to earn an extra 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 rand a month. We just bought a house and we were renovating, and my husband wasn't that happy every time Superbalist or any shopping that wasn't for the house came into our house. And I just told him, well, I'll find a solution. And I joined Manatech. I was looking for an opportunity, and a dear friend shared this business with me, and I'm forever grateful for her. And yeah, from there, it was an amazing journey. I was learning a lot about myself. The first thing where I realized to make a success from this business, you have to plug into the system. You will hear a lot about Manatech system. And I promise you, if you don't plug into the system, if you're not willing to change a little bit about yourself and your daily habits, like that's all it takes to make a huge success out of this business. And I've always been a very big dreamer. Like I always dream of having amazing stuff and bigger things, and just like, yo, I can dream big. So getting to be part of Manatech, and Manatech actually encouraging your dreams, was just, it fit me like a glove. So yeah, Manatech is really a vehicle, like JP told tell us, that will help you to get to your dreams. Like your paycheck will be as big as your dreams are, and if you plug into the system, you will really make a success out of this. And the other thing that I would also like to share is, one big reason why I'm doing Manatech is because we have a solution. If people have a problem with their health, or if people have a problem with their wealth, we have a solution. We can help people find solutions. And what better reason to go out there and to share this business and to share this amazing product with people, and you can help them to find solutions to all their problems. Thank you so much, JP.
Awesome. Thank you, Matlusha. That was fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I mean, she's really, over the last year, she's built a really, really nice group, and just organically, and it's been great to see how her team has grown. And so well done for that. Really, really proud of you. Thanks for sharing. And then next up, I just want to quickly try and make this person a co-host, so that should work. Okay, so next up, we've got Jochemus Prinsloo and his wife Alna, who, yeah, I mean, I've known Jochemus for a long time. They've also built a really, really strong network, and obviously, I think him and his wife are obviously both very professionals from a professional background. So I always admire, them building this type of business and why they're doing it, and just sort of, obviously they've got an amazing testimonial of just what the product's done in their life. But so I don't want to steal Jochemus's thunder, so I'm going to leave it over to him to share with all of you. And Jochemus, you've got 260 people to share with, so all over to you now. So
thanks, JP. Thanks for the opportunity to share, and just really thank you to Gary and Charmaine for guiding us, helping us, and just guiding us every step of the way to make a massive success of this business. I think I started totally different from Felicia. For me, it wasn't about looking for an opportunity. When this business crossed my path, I was like, my main thing in life was just to become a CA. But about a year before I ever, like for the first time I heard about Manatech, I was diagnosed with a disease where I can't eat any sugar. So I was diagnosed, and probably about a year after I was diagnosed, I met my wife, and she actually shared the products with me. And she just said, on our first date, she just said, listen, just use these products, because she just started the business like a week before that. And so I was basically a guinea pig. And for me, being the typical auditor, my C personality didn't think this product is really going to change my life. But being on your first date with this new girl, you can't say no. So I said, like, okay, I'll use the products, not expecting anything. And then I started using the products, and between 2 and 4 months, my insulin usage actually went down from more than 60 units per day to less than 10. And it started making some massive difference in my life. And I went back to the doctor, and he couldn't believe the results. And at that stage, I was still a student. So I was really not thinking about like really pursuing passive income, although I knew like a little bit about the business, but I wasn't actively pursuing it, because I think as a student, you don't have a worry in the world, never mind thinking about passive income or whatever. But then we started sharing with friends and family that's been close to us, and that we thought like, listen, they can actually benefit from this product. And we started sharing with them, and they started seeing some great results. And that's when we really realized that, listen, this is something maybe that we have in our hands now, that we really can make an impact in other people's lives. And from that day onwards, we started like just sharing. And only when I started doing my articles, I started looking more into the business, because I really, in like my first 6 months of articles, I just realized like, I don't want to be in this corporate system for 40 years. And so I started building the business part-time, really like obviously working a lot of overtime, like a clerk, like everyone does. And but still finding a way to build this business, making small sacrifices every single day. When some of your friends maybe go home and watch Sim the Lawn, you go home and show the plan to someone else, and really making that sacrifice. And then when I qualified and everything, I started building the business full time, and that obviously gave me the time and the capacity, and also the passive income to build other streams of income as well. But really focusing on this golden egg that really helping you to build other streams of income. And for me, the most amazing process, or the thing about this business, is just the personal development that we gained. Like you will hear like every person that's been in this business for a while now will say to you like, if you follow the system, if you read the books, listen to the series, you're really going to become a person that's really going to change your thinking. And whatever other job or whatever you have, you're really going to start being better in it. You're going to really start excelling because of the personal development in this business. And really, this business has changed our lives like 360 degrees, with health wise, finance wise, time wise. I mean, we have a little one, just spending time with him, and really helping other people to every single day. When we wake up, every single day we have the opportunity to change someone's life with this product and this business opportunity. So for us, it's really like a passion for us to share with other people what this product and what this business can do. And that's what it's all about. So everyone listening tonight, really open your eyes, open your mind to this, because especially now we're in lockdown, most people income, like, it's cut, or it's 30% or whatever. We're on the essential list, and the business is growing bigger than ever. So it's really now a perfect time to really start looking at something else, or maybe getting that side hustle on to sustain your income. But yeah, really thank you, JP and Gary, for the opportunity to share, and may everyone have a blessed evening. Thanks.
Okay, awesome, Jochemus. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that. And yeah, we were going to have someone else share also, but unfortunately they've got a bit of a bad signal. So so yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight into to the main speaker this evening. So the main speaker this evening is going to be Gary van Aswegen, who's a presidential director, along with his wife, Charmaine. And yeah, obviously known Gary for also a very long time. My brother and him actually used to play rugby together at Western Province under 21. So it's quite a few years ago. I believe they, yeah, in fact, they won the cup that year, if you can call it that. So so yeah, just yeah, Gary's man, he's also been building a really, really nice big group, and obviously all the speakers this evening are obviously all part of his group. We couldn't have obviously everyone on. So Gary, just yeah, straight over to you, and look forward to see the presentation.
Thank you so much, JP. Really appreciate it, and thank you once again for all the help and the support that you've provided over the years to Charmaine and I in our business. Truly grateful for that. And welcome, guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying the presentation thus far. Really excited about what's been happening in Manatech in the past just 2 or 3 months or so. Really excited with the momentum that we've been building. A whole bunch of new leaders that have been coming through, and people obviously growing their home business. And I think our opportunity tonight is really perfectly aligned. You know, if you look in terms of what people are looking for, firstly, a home-based business, which has now sort of become a trend, you know, very quickly all of a sudden. But the funny thing is, you know, we've been doing this for years, which is awesome, you know, so we're really perfectly positioned in terms of that opportunity, within this network marketing industry, which I'll obviously be sharing a lot more with you guys in just a bit. And then, of course, people are looking for better immunity. They're looking for wellness. They're looking for an alternative option to, give their body the desired nutrients that it needs. More people are becoming aware of the fact that, our food is not what it used to be. And, we once again have a life-changing product which can really help you in terms of your wellness. So I'm really going to put this all together here tonight and just give you guys a broader perspective on Manatech and also explain to you how the business works. So it's going to be more business focused than product focused from my side. And if you have questions on the products, you can get back to the person who invited you. So as JP mentioned, my story, we started probably about 7.5 years ago as a youngster, kicking the oval ball around, used to play a bit of rugby, and got introduced to the business by a friend of mine. And at the time, I didn't really understand the business model per se, but I could really see how these products could aid people in, changing their lives. The glyconutrient technology, Ambrito specifically as a product. And, I just got to work sharing the products and eventually, got more interested in the business side of things as well. Obviously, as a professional sportsman, you are always thinking about life after sport. And I found that this is an awesome opportunity to start building a plan B, which I think is very, very important, especially once again, with the way the economy is going at the moment and the uncertainty that we're surrounded with, a plan B and an extra income, is really essential. So as we got more involved in the business and started plugging into the system, business started to grow, and eventually it headed off into a dimension where we could actually start earning a full-time income, and we've been doing it full-time now for the past 3 years. So we're really privileged in that sense. And it's one of three things tonight for you on this call tonight. If you're brand new, obviously if you're not interested in the business, it's 100% okay. You can actually just use these products and be a customer of Manatech, and that's a given. I think if anything, everybody should be using our products. And then there's obviously a business attached as well. So if you are in the looking zone and you are aware of the importance of a nice side hustle, you can build the business. And then thirdly, if it's not for you, it's also 100% okay. I think timing is really, really important in our industry specifically. If people are looking for something, and if you really have a desire and a hunger to do something and to make a change in your life, then you'll obviously take this on. But I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just here to give you the facts. At the end of the day, you have to be looking. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to share my screen quickly and get straight into a little bit of a presentation here, just to give you a breakdown on Manatech. Now, JP's given me 2.5 hours that I'll be spending with you guys. That was just a joke. I'm going to run through this in 20 minutes and give you guys a brief indication of Manatech as a company firstly, and then I'm going to show the business plan, and just a little bit on the commission structure. So Manatech firstly as a company, great company, been around for quite some time. But if you look at the challenges that we've been faced with now in the times that we're living in, most people are suffering with debt. Jobs are obviously being outsourced, and a lot of money related stress that's contributing to a lot of health challenges. Guys, nobody's oblivious to this anymore. Maybe 10 years ago, you might have still doubted some of these, but this is a reality now, and at the end of the day, what option do you have? Firstly, you can shrink your dreams, which is what most people end up doing. They lose their vision. They completely lose their dream. Maybe you had a dream once in your life. Maybe you were motivated to do something extraordinary, but as they say, life happens, so the other option is you can obviously expand your income. You don't have to necessarily shrink your dreams and give up on, the hope that you've had for your life, the vision that you've had for you and your family. And that's why we are tonight, is obviously to offer you a vehicle that can help you to expand your income, to give you something that can once again inspire you and move you closer to your dreams or your goals, whichever one you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, guys, we all have one life. And we've got to be living it, with whatever's going on at the moment. So much of this is out of our control, and I don't want to rant on about, the coronavirus and what have you. But so many people have fear, so many people have doubts, and they're putting their fear and doubt on other people, which is completely unnecessary. And it's not doing anybody any good, So I want to encourage you guys tonight to let you know that this is essentially something that can just inspire you again, that can really give you energy and motivate you to start reaching for something that can obviously mean something to you and to the people around you, an opportunity to really bring hope. Okay, so having a look at this, if you're moving over towards our business model and the way that network marketing works per se, Robert Kiyosaki did this cash flow quadrant a couple of years ago, where he explains the difference in certain incomes. How do people earn income in society? Now, most people you can see on the left-hand side of the quadrant working as employees and self-employed people. That's the majority of society at the end of the day, earning linear income. That means that you're trading time for money. You either have a job, obviously being employed by somebody else, you're working 8 to 5 for 8 to 5's pay. You're also following what we would call a 40-40-40 plan, where you're working essentially for 40 years, 40 hours a week, and retiring on 40% of your earnings. So that's 90% of people. Unfortunately, this group of people only earn own 10% of the world's wealth. Now, the flip side, and this is the opportunity that you have in Manatech, is to actually earn long-term leverage-based income, which is what you'll see on the right-hand side of the quadrant. Now, this is where you own a system where people actually help you and work for you, as a business owner. Now, nobody's going to work for you in Manatech, but if you help people, you can leverage off the efforts of other people as well, which is a phenomenal model. It's like compound interest. The more you do it, the longer you stick to it, and the more people you can get involved, obviously, the more your business can grow exponentially. Okay, so you have the opportunity to be a business owner here tonight, and I mean, business owners essentially all across the world, they are really owning 90% of the world's wealth. So keep that in mind as we go on with this presentation, that term leverage-based income, which is going to be really, really important. Okay, so heading on to the mega trends. Okay, so these are the two industries that we're operating in at the moment. Obviously, health and wellness. We have a fantastic, phenomenal plant-based product technology. This industry is already $1 trillion industry. There's obviously, due to a couple of reasons. I mean, an aging population, meaning people are getting older, but they don't want to get older. They want to still look young. They want to feel good. They want to have energy. So a lot of these baby boomers are looking at a natural approach to getting this energy and essentially looking and feeling younger. Now, the other thing is our food is not what it used to be. As I mentioned, starting out, with so many environmental challenges that we have, the need to supplement is really essential. So the health and wellness industry really, really going big. And I mean, Manatech's perfectly positioned in terms of that. Then the direct selling industry, or what would be better known to a lot more people, is the industry of network marketing, which has really taken off, especially in the past 10 years. As you can see there, last year, I mean, these figures are still from a couple of years ago. Last year, we did over $190 billion as an industry, which is massive. That's a lot of turnover there being generated by home-based entrepreneurs all across the world. 90% of people are also building this business part-time. I would say it's even more, specifically in South Africa, most people build it part-time until they can earn a full-time income, and that can offer you a lot of lifestyle opportunities if you can get to that level. But, the internet's changed the game for this industry of ours. You don't have to worry about deliveries, the logistics of the products, the science behind it. It's a turnkey business. Everything's being done for you. All that you need to do is you need to really get this product to the consumer, and you will be rewarded for that, instead of what would happen traditionally, where mass marketing models, are implementing mass marketing approaches, spending a lot of money on advertising, on the middleman. We don't do that at all. We go direct to consumer via word of mouth, via obviously independent distributors like you and I, who can share this product, and obviously we can also earn an income. So this is a little bit more on how the direct selling model works. It's really simple, guys. Straight from manufacturer to you and I. We use the products, we share the products, we earn the income. Okay, so why would people look at an opportunity like Manatech? Firstly, low startup cost. It's only going to cost you between 2,500 Rand to get started in Manatech. Okay, so compare that to a traditional business. If you'd be doing that elsewhere, it would cost you a lot more money to obviously start a business, where you'd have to have a big capital outlay. You'd obviously might have to make some debt, might have to find an investor. And how many of us can actually build another business part-time? Now, this model has been designed to be flexible. You'll see that one of the benefits is also that you have a flexible schedule. You can do this from home. You can do this from anywhere in the world. Manitech's opening 27 markets. So it's really a social, mobile, global business, if you want to call it that. You know, and there's obviously a lot of tax advantages for you being a business owner as well. You know, and a lot of things that you can deduct back from tax that are associated with your business. All right, so Manitech itself, founded in 1994, we operate in 25 different countries. That means we're global. You can start a business by the click of a button, and you can do business in any one of these countries where we open. And we have over 100 patents in major global markets. So we've got a patented technology, you know, compared to any competitors in our industry, guys. This is like way, way more than most competitors that we have. You know, we've really spent millions and millions of dollars on research and development, over $50 million worth of research, science, and validation. So we really are the science company. You'll also see that we're the top public company, or we have been the top public company numerous times, specifically, you know, this statistic showing in 2014 in Dallas, Texas. So we listed on the NASDAQ of America. And that's just very nice for credibility, obviously, so that you know that this is not something that's pie in the sky. It's actually a legitimate company that's been around for quite some time and making real waves now at the moment all over the world. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the leadership staff. There's a lot of information on our scientific advisory board, the science behind our products, the validation. Obviously, yeah, you can see a lot of peer-reviewed studies and articles that have obviously been published in a couple of journals. So why Manitech? I mean, in terms of the products, guys, proven by science, human clinical studies. You know, we're the pioneers of glyconutrition. I'd encourage you to get back to the person who invited you on this call to tell you a little bit more about glyconutrients, which is really something that's changing the world, and that we are actually pioneers of. Ambritose is our flagship product. This is our top selling product. This improves cell-to-cell communication. So anything from cognitive function to immune function to digestion. You know, that's the product you want to look at. So these are just a different range of the products that we also have on offer. Nutrition and integrative health. So these are your core products. You'd find things like your multivitamins, your antioxidants, products to nourish your hormonal system. We have a brand new super product that's recently launched. So these are all your integrative health products. Then we also have weight management and fat loss products, which is a huge market. And we really see great results with that. And we also have skincare and anti-aging, which you're not allowed to ask me about because I'm not that knowledgeable on this one. But I'm sure there are a few women who would really give you some good insights into the anti-aging products and what they can do for you. All right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, how does this work? It's really simple. Okay. So I'm going to get into the business plan now and do this literally in 5 minutes. So you select a business pack. That's the first thing you've got to do. If you want to get involved and get started in Manitech, your business pack is going to cost you 600 Rand, plus then an additional amount of at least 100 points of products that you are looking at ordering in your first month. So that's equivalent to about 1,200 Rand. Okay. And then that's your startup pack, you know, so anything between, let's say 2,500, 3,000 Rand to start up, depending on which products you want to use. Once you start it up, you've got your own website, you've got your own back office, you're ready to go. Okay. And obviously you're going to be using these products on a monthly basis. So the second thing you want to do is you want to establish an auto order. Now, the importance of the auto order, this means that your products are going to run every single month. Okay. It is a consumable product. So your products are going to run out and you need a qualifying order of at least those 100 points to qualify for commission. So the only real overhead that you're going to have in your Manitech business are the products that you're going to be using on a monthly basis. Okay. So that's really incredible for a business. You're investing in your health and at the same time, you can build a 6-figure income, which is really exciting. Excuse me. All right. Then the third thing, once you've set up your account and you've got your monthly order running, obviously you're going to share this with people. Okay. So the way that you earn income is by getting customers and by also getting fellow distributors. All right. So you're going to share the presentation. You're going to share the products, either for people who just want to be customers or people who want to earn an extra stream of income. And that's how you're essentially going to earn your money in Manitech. Okay. So what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to chuck on this whiteboard and I'll show you guys exactly how this works. Okay. So in terms of the commission structure, okay, this is how the commission structure pays out to Manitech. Now, there are two ways that you can obviously get signed up. The first way is if you want to be an associate. Oh my goodness, the spelling is probably going to be horrific, so please excuse. You don't have to be able to spell to build a business in Manatech. Thank goodness for that. But anyways, okay, so you can be an associate, which means that you're a distributor. This means that you're essentially building the business, okay? This is a 600 Rand sign-up pack plus an additional 100 points worth of products. Okay, now that's equivalent to plus minus 1,200 Rands worth of products. Okay, so that's if you want to be an associate. You want to build a business, there you go. Then you can also say, you know what, don't want to be an associate. I don't want to earn extra income. I just want to be a customer. That's 100% fine. You don't have to share this with anybody. There's no pressure on you. You can just use the products, get your customer number from the person who invited you onto this call, and your products will be delivered to your doorstep within 3 days. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing on the associate part now, on how you can actually expand your income, obviously. Right, so if you want to get into the gist of it right now, this is the way it's going to pay out. Okay, so once you've signed up and you're ready to rock and roll, the first way you can earn commission is obviously on customer bonuses. Okay, so let's chat about earning income on customers first. Now, your customers are essentially going to come in what we call a customer cloud. All right, so you're going to be getting people signed up on the products. I mean, these guys are going to be using any amount of products. I mean, one person might be using 32 points. Another person might want to order 300 points. So it's all different. Okay, they don't need a qualifying order of 100 points. They can order whatever they want. Now, essentially, how you're earning income is on basically different percentages. So you'll start off by earning anything from 5% to 7%. And then eventually you can earn up until 15% back on your customer volume. Okay. So in Rand value, you can earn 15% on that. You can also earn 25% on every first order that your customers are ordering from you on their sign up. Okay. So I should have maybe showed that first, but essentially it's really simple. The first time they order, you can get 25%. And then from there on, depending on how big your pot is, you can earn up until 15%. Okay. So that's nice to get you started nice and easy right there. Then there's another additional bonus. If you can find 5 customers, all right, 5 customers who each order 100 points, okay, you are going to get an additional 750 Rand. All right, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of these guys are ordering 100 points. You'll get an additional 750 Rand. Now remember, guys, these guys are ordering the products every month. We're getting them on a monthly order. Why do we want to do that? Once again, it's a consumable product. All right, so once their products run out, the next batch will essentially ship. That's the first reason. The second reason is they get loyalty points. So they actually get a percentage of what they're buying back also in Rand value, which they can use for free products if they're on a monthly order. And they also qualify for the 90-day money-back guarantee. So there are a lot of benefits for your customers to do that. Now, for you as a business owner, why is it important that you get people on a monthly order? Because that's where your passive income comes from. Okay, so you don't want to be in a sales business where you're starting from zero every month. You're not a rep. You're not an area rep. Like, you want to build residual income. You want to build lifestyle income. You want to do the work once and you want to be rewarded for that, obviously for the rest of your life. And that's the way you do it, is by getting people on a recurring order. So as long as these guys are ordering every month, you're going to get your bonus plus your percentages. Okay, moving on. The next thing we want to do is we want to start breaking some leadership ranks. Right, now your leadership ranks, this is where your leverage-based income is essentially going to come from. Because remember, guys, you're going to start building, and you'll also find distributors, okay, who you're going to sign up below you onto your team. You're going to start off in 2 teams. All right, so let's call it team 1 and team 2 right there. You're going to sign up some distributors, okay? They're going to sign up some distributors as well. They're going to have their own customers. So you're going to go down in these 2 teams of yours. All right, now the total volume that's going to be produced in your organization. Now, this includes your customers, yourself, obviously your distributors that you're bringing on board, their distributors that they're bringing on board, and also their customers. Okay, so let's assume these guys are bringing in a couple of more people, associates and customers alike. The total volume that's being produced is going to count towards your leadership rank. And the more it becomes, the more income you're going to earn. This is your leverage-based income. This is where it gets fun, okay, because exponentially it's growing. And the more people you can help to succeed, the more you are going to succeed. So these levels work approximately like this. If you get to 1,500 points, it's essentially 15 people. If each person is ordering 100 points, you'll earn anything between 1,000 Rand and 3,000 Rand. All right, which is nice to get you started, but then we want to start moving you on. Okay, so you want to get to 6,000 points as soon as you can, because this is where it gets really nice. Okay, so that's about 60 people if each person is ordering 100 points. Yeah, you'll start earning anything from 3,500 Rand, and I mean, you can earn anything up until 11,500 Rand. We've seen somebody earn up until 12,000 Rand. You know, if you have a good structure and you have a balanced business, which means that if your leg one, if the volume in leg one is pretty much equivalent to the volume in leg two, okay, and you've got a nice big customer pod, you're going to earn more money on every single level. Okay, so I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of it because there are a lot of percentages and funky things, but this is just the basics. Okay, so from there, you're not going to stop now. You want to go to 20,000 points, which is essentially 200 people if each person is ordering 100 points. Now, yeah, you'll earn anything from 15,000 Rand to 25,000 Rand. And then you want to go to 40,000 points, which is essentially 400 orders if each person is ordering 100 points. Now, that's just to make it a little bit more understandable for you. Now, yeah, you'll earn anything from 28,000 Rand up until 35,000 Rand. Cool, got that right there. And guys, this goes on and on. Okay, so there are more levels, the more you grow your business. All right, but essentially, let's break this down. What are you doing? You sign up 100%. Step one, you use the products on a monthly basis. You grow your customer base. So you're sharing this with people who want to use the products. Okay, they don't want to build the business, just want to use the products. You're going to get your bonuses on these people. Okay, then you want to also get distributors on board. You want to help your distributors to build their teams, to also start growing their business. Okay, if you can do that, the more people you can help, the total volume is going to equate to your leadership rank. And this is the income that you can earn on each of these levels. Now, keep in mind, let's assume 20,000 points. You don't have to take these 20,000 points and bring them in yourself. All right, if you can help 10 distributors and each help them to get, you know, a couple of people signed up and grow their business to say 1,500 points or even 6,000 points, you're going to get you a lot quicker. And that's the beauty of this business. Once again, remember that slide, leverage-based income. All right, so that's as simple as it is. I mean, just to end off, there's another bonus once you start building this organization of yours, okay? And that works as follows. And this can be added to your income if you can find 4 distributors. Oh my goodness, what's happened there? I need the eraser. Okay, looks like my daughter has got a hold of this piece of paper. All right. 4 distributors that you sign up. If you can have 4 distributors to each put in 500 customer points. Okay, your 750 Rand will essentially become 2,700 Rand extra. Okay, plus minus. All right, which is a nice additional bonus. So let's assume you did this. You went that distributor 1, you signed up. Distributor 2, you signed up. Distributor 3 and distributor 4, and you helped each of them to obviously find their 500 points worth of customers. You'll get an additional bonus of 2,700 Rand. Guys, and that's pretty much that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand over back to JP, and I'll end off by saying this. If not now, then when? Okay? If not now for you to make a change in your life, if not now for you to really go and gun it and go and build something big that can inspire you once again, that can make a difference in your life and in the life of others. If it's not now, then when? And if it's not you, then who? Okay, that's a nice little rhyme that I learned in this business, but it's so true. Okay, you don't have to wait for anybody else. Get back to the person who invited you onto this call. Let's get you going. Let's get you started. And let's get you building. So JP, I'm going to hand back over to you. Thank you very much for the opportunity once again to share.
Great. Awesome, Gary. Thank you very, very much. That was an awesome presentation. I like the fact you're quite conservative with your numbers. So I mean, always rather under promise and over deliver. So just quickly, we've managed to find Marion. She had a bit of bad signal. So I'm going to ask her to just to quickly share and just end off for us. So Marion, can you maybe just, I just want to quickly, if you can unmute yourself and just start your video, then if you can maybe just share with us briefly, why are you involved with Manatech? I know Marion, she's very, very close to Gold Executive Director as well. So she's also got a massive heart for people. I met Marion, I think probably the first time I went to Strasbourg to go and do an opportunity meeting there. And I had a lovely dinner with her and her husband afterwards and family. So she's also just helping a lot of people, got a massive passion for helping people. And Marion, kan jy gou vinnig met ons deel?
Hallo, JP en almal vanaand op die oproep. Baie dankie JP dat jy aangehou het met my om my te kry. Ek staan buitekant voor my huis onder 'n lig, want in my huis is daar ietsie by die seinblok. So thank you so much for this opportunity, JP, and I would like to thank Gary and Charmaine for helping me building this business. I'm quickly going to tell you, I've started this business to helping my daughter. I didn't start this business knowing about Manatech, knowing about what the product does. I just fell into the business because my daughter was so full of this business. It was like contagious. She couldn't stop talking. So my husband started using the products, and me as well, because you have to know the product, become a product of the product. And about 2 or 3 months after my husband started using the products, one morning it was just like boom, and his problem was gone. I couldn't believe it. He said, "What's happened last night?" I said, "It's not last night, it's the last 3 months that you've been using your products." So and then I decided that I must really go for this business. I was my whole life I'm a people's person. I love helping people. I went from, you won't believe what I've done in my life to help people. The most, die snaakste goed wat julle aan kan dink, because I've got it in my heart and I have to share it. So now Manatech gave me the vehicle to go to people and actually help them, not taking them to the OK or giving them only a bread that will help them just to feed. This will help them forever and ever. And my first wow and high came when a client called us and said his wife is using Amritose. She's got Alzheimer's, and in 3 months' time, she's 60% better. And then I just know I'm hooked now. So my biggest reason for doing Manatech, and I will do it forever and ever, it's because I really change people's lives, and not only with health but with everything. If they want to dream, and they know, even if it's dark outside, they know somewhere there will be a light in the tunnel again. I would like quickly just to say, one of our silver presidentials, Francois van Skalkwyk, told the story when he joined Manatech. He's a CA as well, and he said, okay, so when they explained this business to him, he thought that it can't be. How on earth can someone help you that is in the same business building your business? Because if we're in the same business, you must take the customers for yourself. And he thought, this can't be. But this is Manatech. You share everything with everyone, and that makes my heart so warm. And I believe, like, pay it forward. What you do to others, if you're good to others and life will be good to you. So yes, that is the reason why I'm doing Manatech. I would like to just lastly say, we women are allowed to change our whys. So this is my why now, and I know in the near future there will be another one, because being around this positive people, helping you the whole time, telling you, yes, Marion, just go. Don't worry about the 20 no's. Just go. The right ones will come. That is also helping me a lot. So thank you so much again for the opportunity, and stay safe.
Awesome, Marion. Man, that was fantastic. I'm so glad we got you to share. I've had so many messages coming in here from people saying what a treat, and they really enjoy your positive energy, and you're definitely going presidential. That's what a few people also said to me. So yeah, just to everyone on the call this evening, thank you so much for making the time and effort to be on the call. You know, a lot of you probably wondering what did Cyril Ramaphosa said, the lockdown has been extended by 2 weeks. That's the news. So I'm not sure if that's good news or bad news, but I'm just incredibly grateful that all of us, at least with Manatech, we've got the opportunity to still be able to be in a business where we can ship our products, we can still make an impact in other people's lives, you know, and we can really, I mean, this is really a time for all of us to get together and work in unity and go out there and just share the product and opportunity with passion and enthusiasm, and just to leave every single person that we obviously not going to meet in person now, but that we meet, you know, maybe on social media or friends we connect with or rekindle with, just this incredible message of hope and opportunity. And you and your families have a great long weekend. I guess almost every single day feels like a long weekend. So, but anyways, thank you very much to all the leaders that shared this evening, and we'll have be back next week Thursday for the same call. And yeah, over and out. Thank you very much. Blessings to you and your family this evening and over the long weekend.